Right, so welcome back, lads. Certainly feels great to be back. Today we have another welding video for you, and also it's going to be a product testing video as well too. What we have lined up for you is that I purchased a new welder, and no, it was cheap. No, it was only €100, but it wasn't little Aldi now before I need to start out, right? It's called a Piccini Mini Arc 190, and it was €100 off Irish Garage Equipment. So I kind of figured I already have a Piccini welder, but it's €1,500. Well, it's about, I can't remember exactly, but it's between 1,000 and 1,500, one or the other, right? It's an AC/DC TIG welder is what my main welder is, right? It's cost over £1,000. Now, it don't make sense hauling that around the place and hauling that in sites and stuff like that when you could quite possibly break it or do harm to it, or you could have your back turned and gone off and tay, and someone could come down and turn it on and go use it and break it on you, and then you're out nearly €1,000 on a welder. Whereas if you buy a cheaper welder, now this one is mainly an arc welder, but some of the jobs that I've been doing recently have only ever called for an arc welder, so it doesn't do no harm to have your own one, especially if you decide to go self-employed or anything, right? So I'll get it there for you now then. It's actually right behind me. Now, if you just, I'm kneeling out at the minute because I'm sort of in a different place, so I don't have a bench or anything like that, or anything I can put my camera up on. So anyway, this is our welder here, right? It's a Piccini Mini Arc 190. It's quite light. I mean, there's quite literally, looking inside it, there's not a whole lot in it. So they could have probably made the casing a hell of a lot smaller. But yeah, it's how do I describe it? Yes, it's very light, you know. Very light. It's very basic. You just have a knob here, and this little display here then is what amps you're at, and that's essentially it. So we're going to be testing that out today. See there now, lad? You can see that it's supplied by Irish Garage Equipment, and my first Piccini welder, the big AC/DC one, is absolutely perfect and still going strong, very strong. You know, I use it all the time. I've used it thousands of times for AC welding, doing an awful lot of aluminium, and it is a dream to use. So I have great hopes for this little welder, and you never know, if they have any left, I might even purchase a second one, because as of lately I've decided to go with my own, because I figured, you know, pretty much most welders are actually self-employed anyway, so I kind of thought I'd follow suit. So I've decided also, as well as providing all my own hand tools, sure, I mean, it might not be a bad idea to also provide my own welding plans, because if I was to go to a company and say, here, look, I'm self-employed, I'm looking for work, I can provide my own welding plans, I just might need you to provide consumables, you know, then I'm using my own equipment, stuff like that, you know. They don't have to provide me a welding plant. I have all my own gear ready to go. That's why I'm figuring anyway, but I'm only starting out anyway, so I'm trying my best. So what we're going to do here now is that I'm going to get set up and I'm going to start fabricating. What our biggest job today is, obviously, between testing this and obviously using Hilco welding rods. There we go. We are going to be making a bracket for a boxing bag for a local gym. They recently contacted me there because what they've effectively been using is a home gym style boxing bracket, right? Something like you get in Argos, or, you know, it's very light. I think the box iron on it's only like 3mm or something like that, and the brackets to hold it to the wall, if they're 5mm, you know, it's probably mostly paint, but they're tearing due to the weight and they're breaking, and it's just constant trouble, because I've repaired it 2 and 3 times before. Now I've decided this time around just to suggest that the best thing to do is I make a big strong bracket, and there's no issues, because I know full well that, well, not to sound cocky, I know full well that if I make a bracket myself, I can engineer it. I can make sure, yeah, no, that's not going anywhere. You could nearly hang a bullock out of it and it's not going to break. Whereas, these other brackets you can buy off the shelf, God only knows where they're made. They could be made inside in the factory with a lad in a MIG welder, and he only on about 10 or an hour, and he doesn't give a shit. It's Friday, and he's going off for a few pints, and then all of a sudden, then the thing falls apart, and then they're kind of wondering, well, what's going on here? Or it's cheap fucking, as the lad says, Chinesium, old Chinese steel, But anyway, we're not racist here, I promise. So what we're going to do there now, I'm just looking out the weather as well, lads, right? What I'm going to do here now is that I'm going to get set up. Hopefully now when I actually pause this video and look back on it, I'll be using an external microphone and the thing, no audio at all, right? So hopefully when I check over this video, we'll have audio and then we don't have to do a whole new video again. But I'm going to get set up, I'm going to get everything together, and we're going to start welding. And because that's probably what most people want to see anyway. So if you give me a minute, lads, I'll be back to you. Right, lads, welcome back. I have the welder now set up now. So we're going to put on my trusty welding shield, which I bought off Gaswell many years ago. Well, not many, a couple of years ago. Brilliant shield. But anyway, one of the best things that I have in my possession are Hilco arc welding gloves. These are absolutely the Rolls Royce of welding gloves. I've used numerous sets of welding gloves over the years, and a lot of the time the generic ones you might buy in a farm shop or welding supplies or whatever, they usually fall apart. And when I was going through FOSS and all, it was the very same. The red gloves we were given, they all usually just fell apart after a few days, if not a few weeks, due to the stitches, being burnt, and then they, But these gloves now, I've had these gloves now for a while now, and I've used them through everything. I mean, arc, MIG, whatever, and they're unbelievable. They're like wearing a pair of slippers on your hands, and they never give up. There's no heat. There's no heat that can affect them. With some gloves they can get hard. They can, they can shrink even. These gloves just keep going. They're absolutely unbelievable. So, first and foremost, what we're going to do, we're going to open. Let's tell you, it's like Christmas here. A brand spanking new box of Hilco welding rods. 3.2s to be exact. So what I'm going to do here now, get out my trusty penknife, which is covered in absolutely everything, because I was above in the grain store for a week. Let's get this. I'll probably do it another sharpen again, I'd say. Now, so tell you lads, see, Hilco Red Extra E6013s, and that red tip there is no other comparison. Now obviously, from my opinion, there's no other comparison. Don't have the, I don't want that interest say, oh, this rod is better, that rod is, it's whatever suits themselves. But I feel, from my point of view, Hilco, there's nothing can compare to them. They're one of the best rods I've ever used. So, also, if you can see from there, one of the slight disadvantages, although I know it's a new welder and I can easily fix it, right, is the really short leads. But, they can't tell if you're going to be a site welder or you're going to be a DIY lad or whatever. They're not going to sell you 12-foot long cables and you're only a DIY lad. So. we're going to run these on electro positive, and we're going to give it a go. So first and foremost, we're going to tack it first. And excuse why I'm on the ground. But in another way, it just goes to show that you can weld anywhere, or you can do anything anywhere. That's probably one of the best lessons you can get. Because if you're currently training in FOSS, you're never going to have that nice bench or anything. Yeah. So, we're going to set the arms anyway. I think 90, right? So, yeah. I'll get nice and comfortable here now, lads. So, we'll give it a tack. First tack down. It's very important to always have it square. So I'll just get out the little hammer here. Like a little chippy hammer. Yeah. Just like that. So remove this one now. Double check for squareness. That's not bad at all. And we'll put her gear back on again. Now. Now. Nice and steady. Right, nice drive, lads. It seems like a nice set of welder to go. Very smooth. Look. Not fucking mad hammer and ransom. Now, just flip it over and tacking on the far side. Keep an eye on that hasn't moved. That's very good. Right, back on the welding sheet again. Yeah. Absolute. Nothing wrong there, huh? Oh jeez. So, what we're going to do there now, I just want to check there. Can you see what I'm welding? You know, because there's no point making a welding video if no one can see anything. Yeah, very nice. Very no issues on there that welder, look. Flag literally coming straight off. Very smooth welding. Yeah. What we'll do there now. We'll finish out the back of this weld here. Sometimes it's easier if you get on a bit close for that. Now, basically, when I was fabricating it, I, rather than actually bring the box up flush here, left a bit of a step here. Here you be DB and here I go weld on it. See? Now, what we do now, put it in, fresh rods there now. Now, right, ready boys? Now, slag is already cracking, look. And the beauty is there's absolutely no slag holes or anything. And this steel isn't cleaned or anything. It's actually just as you'd find it inside the steel yard. So, just finish it out. Finish out this weld here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to that's better. I have a bit of angle grinding and a bit of cutting to do, right? So this is mainly a welding video. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to quickly do that off camera, and we're going to resume shortly because I want to try and keep these videos short if I can at all. Do you know what I mean? So I'll see you in a minute, lads. So up this bio to 105. Now, right. Right, it's sideways. Now, back it into place. Go. No. And right, I go welding plant, I go welding rod until then there's half the work for you. And that's the truth on that. So tackle the bottom here. Right, we'll run a weld. Just about made it. Literally nothing left of that rod at all. And look, it's literally healing off. Round rod again. Yeah. That's the beauty of my Hilco welding rod. You get a lovely slag lift. Wouter, if you're watching, you're the top man, boy. Flip it over. Right. Crack right into it. Another rod bites the dust, and another rod gone, another rod gone, another rod bites the dust. Hey, we we didn't quite get out to the end, and there's a bit of a gap here then, so she's burned into it. So right, we're on a nice bead over that now. Right, ready, boys? Oh. Now, that's nice for this time. Like she's at 105 amps now, and there was a considerable gap in at that time. And if any of you could hear it, like you could hear that kind of an echo in the box, like so. It sailed along lovely, done. Welded it out. There's one here, too. God, love that stag lift. Oh boy. That is a very nice weld. Anyhow. A bit. We have on the front now and try to see can we get a bit of weld. We might get a bit of weld in the back there maybe. We can, but we'll give it a go anyway. There. Yeah, one up here. try see if we get in at the back here now. And see if we get a weld in here. Oh, Peter Christ, lads. Right, this is the majority of the bracket done. So I can remember now where I left my measuring tape and figure out which side is where the bag is going to hang off. We can start getting the brackets mounted. So hang tight there, lads. Yo, welcome back, lads. Obviously, in post-production, everything is put back. Everything will run seamlessly from shot to shot, but I do have you on pause from time to time. Fuck. Yeah. So, up the end, see a bit more. Right. We'll start off with a brand new fresh rod because I want to be. I don't want to have any joints or any stop start mid weld because this is the bracket to the plate now. What I'm doing for the top bracket here now is I'm going to run a 3-run weld on it. So, because in terms of forces, it's the top bracket that's going to actually be taking the most force. Whereas on the bottom one, we can just do a big heavy weave weld. So, but I want to make sure that I want to make sure that this is not going to move ever. Yeah. Yeah. Now, apologise if you can't see, lads, I'm left-handed. Because lads, you have to love that leg peel. Look. Give it a slight little brush and away it comes. As well as I like that. We'll run a quick run across the top just to have her nice. So basically there for that last one I had to put in another weld because it didn't puff out, as nicely as I'd like it to. Yeah. Very big lad. Now, they're big old heavy fucking structural steel wells now. You wouldn't see the lights in the farmer's shed. Yeah. I'm thinking maybe in the bottom ones might need 2 runs. Yeah, they could do it 2 runs, I'd say. Yeah. Jeez, lens is waffle, won't it? Oh. We'll take this one around. We'll get another weld in behind it. Perfection. Now, I'm going to put welds now on the back brackets. Last but not least, anyway, Jesus, yeah, we've been going on ages. What's the timer say? Oh, geez, about 40 minutes. Oh, Christ. So, I'm going to put in our little ring here now. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Sweet, yes, here's something. Oh, jeez, lads. Right, lads. There we go. That's a boxing bag bracket made for the local gym. That's going to mount up on the wall now, and there's going to be a big, proper, heavy boxing bag hanging off it, and it's not going to shift. So I hope you liked what I was showing you there today. And also, that little power weld, I tell you, I'm well impressed with it. Absolutely. So, you know the story. If you want great welding rods, or great angle grind discs, may I add actually, go to Hilco Welding, Hilco Welding and Abrasives. Google Hilco Welding Consumables and Abrasives. Or if you're in Ireland, Kilkenny Welding Supplies. They both have a shop in Kilkenny and they have a shop in Portlaoise. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it, and check back next time for the next video. Thanks lads. Like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Take it easy.